This map shows the Persian Gulf and the geographic constraints of the Strait of Hormuz at its mouth. Within the highlighted box, the waterway narrows significantly. Every ship exiting the Gulf must squeeze through this single choke point to reach the open ocean. This corridor handles 25% of the world's seaborne oil trade, along with significant volumes of fuel and fertilizer products. If shipping lanes here are disrupted, the impact is felt immediately across the global supply chain. The situation is complicated by the fact that U.S. forces are currently enforcing a naval blockade in these same waters. A blockade creates a high-tension environment. For commercial civilian crews, navigating a heavy tanker through an active military zone is a major operational risk. This creates a direct conflict of objectives. The military must maintain its blockade, while simultaneously ensuring that commercial traffic can move through the strait without fear of being caught in the crossfire. To address this, the President directed CENTCOM to launch Project Freedom on May 4th, a mission overseen by Admiral Brad Cooper. The primary defense involves using guided missile destroyers as physical shields, escorting merchant ships through the most dangerous sections of the transit. Support comes from the air, where over 100 land and sea-based aircraft provide continuous overwatch. Surveillance is handled by multi-domain unmanned platforms, which act as the operation's eyes and ears above and below the surface. Executing a mission of this scale requires 15,000 deployed U.S. service members. By combining these surface, aerial, and autonomous layers, the military creates a moving safety bubble that protects vulnerable commercial assets as they move through the corridor. However, securing an international trade corridor requires more than just a large deployment of hardware. The U.S. Department of State and the Department of War launched the Maritime Freedom Construct to bridge the gap between military action and international policy. The construct builds a network for information sharing and coordination among allied international partners. This coordination acts as the central intelligence for the mission, ensuring that the blockade forces and the escort ships stay synchronized and avoid interference with one another. Under this model, the Strait of Hormuz has become a heavily protected security corridor, where merchant traffic is managed and monitored around the clock. The result is that oil tankers and cargo ships can continue their transit safely, keeping essential goods moving into the global market. The scale of this naval deployment, backed by a diplomatic coalition, serves as a significant deterrent to any regional disruption. Project Freedom demonstrates that it is possible to maintain a naval blockade and protect global trade routes in the same narrow corridor. By synchronizing multi-domain forces with clear diplomatic integration, the military can secure vital shipping lanes without compromising its broader strategic objectives.